Hello and welcome to Maple Flavored Yoga. My name is Andy and this is Dr. Claw. This class is the first of a mini series called Journey to the Sun. So we're going to have 3 classes in 3 weeks leading up to the Summer Solstice on June 21st. And each week I'm going to give you a thought or a prompt, something to kind of bring your attention to that week. As always, new classes will be released on Mondays. So this past little while, I've been really thinking about mantra and words of intention. And I actually started putting up my own words of intention around my house. I've never done that before, but it's been really, really wonderful. It's been a great experience for me. And the words that kept popping up in my mind were treat her kind. And it was a reminder to myself to treat myself on multiple levels, but especially my physical body, to treat my physical body and my emotions, my emotional body, with kindness. And so I actually put a post-it with that written on it on my bathroom mirror. So it's been a great reminder throughout the day to give myself a little bit of love and give myself some kindness, especially right now. There's so much going on. And so my hope is for you to find your own mantra or word or poem. It could be a prayer, it could be anything that brings you some type of positive energy, some type of self-understanding, or a reminder to maybe treat yourself with kindness, or maybe you're wanting to manifest abundance or something like that. So feel free to use mine as well. Modify it as much as you want. I've really enjoyed that experience. So I thought that would be a really great first class intention that can kind of carry us through into the solstice. So as always, we are going to come into this moment, connecting with our breath, allowing yourself to experience whatever your experience is, with no need to change it. As always, I want to send love and gratitude to the creators and cultivators of yoga. Without them, we would not have this beautiful practice to share. If your eyes were closed, you can blink them open, taking in your space. Here you go, doctor. Excuse me. So we're going to slowly make our way to tabletop. And if you're thinking, oh my gosh, what am I going to think of? What's my mantra or my words going to be? Don't stress about it. Let's start with some cat-cow. Inhaling, our belly drops to the floor. Exhale, we push away around the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Follow your breath here. Yeah, there's no need to rush coming up with your words of intention. And maybe even just the process of thinking of your words of intention. That can be really powerful as well. Maybe they'll change throughout the week. Maybe you'll discover a few different combinations that really make you feel empowered or allow you to feel some tenderness that maybe you bypass in your day-to-day. So you can really get caught up in things. So don't stress. Next inhale, we'll come to a neutral spine. We'll tuck our toes and we'll push back into downward facing dog, making any adjustments that you need to. You can pedal your feet here. Allow yourself to move in any way that your body is asking you to. And make each movement, no matter how small, move with intention. Feel your fibers in your muscles stretch. Really drinking in this movement, these tiny moments, bringing awareness to all those little corners of your body that you probably haven't connected with today. And when you're ready, you can come to stillness. So on an inhale, we're going to bend our knees, bringing our belly to our thighs. Exhale, we're going to push our heels to the ground or intend our heels to the ground. If they don't make it that far, that is okay. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, glide your legs straight. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Last one, make it a good one. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. We'll take 3 breaths here. We're going to come down onto our knees. We're going to bring our hands out front, coming into puppy pose, allowing your chest to sink to the floor. And it doesn't matter how far down you come, this can be a pretty intense heart opener, or it can be really intense for your shoulders as well. So if this feels really not good, you can come into a Sphinx pose as well. This is going to give you a nice, beautiful heart opener and is not as hard on your shoulders as the puppy pose, or as intense for your shoulders as the puppy pose. So choose whichever one feels best in your body. Try both. I'm always a fan of trying both. Just allow this opening. You can bring your forehead to the floor as well if that feels better for your spine, your cervical spine. Connect with your breath. Belly button to spine here, still. Inhale. If you're already in Sphinx pose, all you need to do is push up. You have the option of staying in Sphinx pose as well. We're going to come up into an upward facing dog. So feet are flat on the floor, legs are charged. Enjoying this opening. And as always, you can come into Cobra or Sphinx if this is too big of a shape for you, or if it just doesn't feel good. And then we'll push back into downward facing dog once again. 3 breaths here. We'll inhale our right leg up. We're going to step it forward between our hands. And inhale our arms up into a high lunge. Feeling how grounding and powerful this pose is. And we're going to push forward, coming on to our right foot, coming into a mountain pose. Feeling that grounding once again. We're going to transfer our weight into our left foot. We're going to come into tree pose here, so options are foot to ankle, foot to calf, or if you want to bring it to the inner thigh, just make sure that your foot is never on your knee joint. And bring hands to heart center. Find a drishti point or a gazing point that can help steady if you're feeling really wobbly. 3 breaths here. Inhale for release. We're going to keep our right foot off the floor. Slowly step it back, and we're going to come into Warrior 2. Bring our right foot back. Our knife edge of our foot is parallel to the back of our mat. Our front knee is not over our ankle. Arms are straight and strong, energy coming out of our fingertips. Tall spine. Gazing over our left middle finger. And here we're going to keep our weight in our left foot. You've got to kind of slide your right foot forward. We're going to keep our balance on our left foot. We're going to bring our right leg over. We're going to come into eagle pose, so then our right arm comes over our left. This is a really tough balance, so if you fall over, who cares? Inhale, we rise, and we'll put our right foot down, coming into that mountain pose once again. Feeling the difference between each side. Inhale, our arms up. Exhale, fold, hinging from our hips. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back into plank, knees, chest, chin to the floor. Inhale up. Exhale back to downward facing dog. So each week we'll have components of sun salutations in these classes. So when we come to the summer solstice, we can do a few rounds of them and really create that solar heat energy within our bodies. So inhaling our left leg up, exhale, stepping forward, inhaling up into high lunge, really allowing that hip opening, that lengthen in the front of our thigh. Putting that energy into our left foot, we're going to come up to mountain pose again. Transferring our weight into our right foot this time. Coming into our tree pose, so select whichever pose suits you, whichever variation feels best for you. Hands to heart center. Feel this powerful grounding tree pose. Making sure that your big toe mound is really grounded here. If you're finding you're having trouble balancing, try and really stamp that toe mound into the floor. Visualizing growing roots out of your foot can be really helpful as well. This visualization is an incredibly powerful tool in practice. So we'll release that left leg, keeping it off the ground, balancing on our right foot, slowly bringing our left foot back, mindfully placing our foot on the back of the mat as much as possible. I know it can be really hard. So our left foot is parallel with the back of the mat. Right leg is bent. Arms are strong. Energy is shooting out your fingertips, gazing over the front middle finger. Put our energy into our front leg again, coming forward, trying to do that in one graceful big step, crossing our left leg over our right, left arm under our right, coming into eagle pose. Inhale, rise. Exhale, left foot finds the floor, and we'll take 2 breaths here to now feel that activation in our legs. Next inhale, arms come up. Exhale, fold, hinging from the hips. Halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, step back into plank. Knees, chest, chin to the floor. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. 3 yummy breaths here. From here, we will inhale forward to plank. And we're going to come down onto our bellies. From here, you can push yourself up just a little bit into baby cobra. Getting that nice heart opening activation. Exhale, slowly come down. Once again, we want to make sure that our hips are anchored, our feet are anchored, our legs are very much charged here. Hands are flat. If you want, you can tent your fingers. That doesn't always feel good for my hands, so yogi's choice. Inhale again, we're going to lift off the mat, peeling off the mat, coming into cobra again, making sure our elbows are wrapped in close to the sides of our body. Exhale, slowly come down. And if you feel like your chest is open, you can bring your hands closer to your ribs. The farther down your body your hands are, the higher your chest will come up off the floor. But as always, doesn't matter how high or how deep you're getting into a stretch, it's what you're feeling within your body, within yourself. So let that be your guide. So inhale, we're going to peel our chest off the floor. Wrapping those elbows into the sides of our body. Pulling your hands to your hips, magnetizing them that way. Allows your chest to come through. Exhale, come down slowly. We can put our hands underneath our forehead. You can rock your hips from side to side if that feels good. And here, we'll come up to tabletop, down into child's pose. Give yourself a bit of a wiggle. Wiggle it out if you've got any saturation in your back or anywhere in your body. Give it a shimmy. Move that energy around that prana that you dug up. And inhale, we'll come back to tabletop. We'll find our seat. We're just going to come into a forward fold. So you've got to move some extra fleshy bits off to the side to make yourself feel like you've really got your sit bones onto the floor. You do you. I know I have to do that, so don't feel weird about it. Gotta get good contact, so it's like a battery kind of thing. So good contact, you're all set to go. So inhale, our arms up. Growing nice and tall out of our heads, the tops of our heads. Exhale, hinging on the hips, leading with our heart, folding forward. No need to get right to your toes. Your chest doesn't have to be touching your thighs. Just make sure that you're using your hips. We don't want to be curling through the top of our spine. So if you're leading with your heart, that's what I always say, then your back is always nice and flat. Toes are pointed to the sky. And just allow that lengthening through your back body. Really connecting with your breath here. On the exhales, try and allow some softness to enter these spaces. Treat yourself with kindness. Allow your breath to be a soothing massage that can help move blockages and prana. If you feel like you've got a sigh out of your mouth, go for it. That's a great way to release energy. How about we actually we'll do 3 breaths of that. So we'll inhale through our nose. We'll do a big exhale out our mouth like so inhale through our noses. Your next inhale will slowly roll up. Oh, that felt really good. I haven't done that in a long time. All right. So we'll slide down, grabbing the backs of our thighs. We'll roll down. And we'll come into happy baby. So bringing our knees out to the sides of our chest. And you can either grab the backs of your thighs, grab your shins, you can grab your big toes if you'd like, or you can grab the knife edges of your feet. And we want to try and keep our low back still touching the floor. Nice long spine here. And when you grab your feet, you can pull them gently to the floor. It's not really super intense or anything, but it's just this nice, it gives that nice activation of the pose. Feels good. You can rock from side to side, giving yourself a little back massage. Good too. I'm not usually like a rockin' happy baby kind of gal, but today it's feeling really nice. That's why you should always try, because you never know. I say that with yoga, but especially with food. Give it a whirl. It might sound really gross, like a peanut butter burger thing. What? Surprisingly pretty tasty. This is delightful. I could do that for a while, but we'll come back to stillness. And we'll release that. Bring our feet to the floor, taking our right leg, crossing it over our left, and we'll drop to the left. Bring your arms out straight, or if you want to put it in a cactus shape. Just allowing yourself to melt into this twist. Still breathing into your stomach. You can look over your right shoulder if that feels good. Inhale, slowly roll back to center. Uncross your legs and then cross them the opposite way and flop them over the other way, allowing your body to enjoy this twist. And if your legs kind of uncross or kind of naturally move away from your body, that's all right. Just try and get a little melty. Notice if you're holding tension. I can feel really relaxed, but then when I actually notice, I'm holding my body off the floor. I'm like, oh yeah. Let go, Andy, let go. Inhale again, we'll come back to center. Nice and slow. And we'll slowly make our way into Shavasana, extending your legs out straight. Making any adjustments so you can really just flop in. Palms to the sky. And just plop. Scan your body to see if you're holding tension, especially in your glutes, and belly, shoulders, jaw. Try and soften the space behind your eyes. If you had any control over your breath, allow it to come naturally now. You can either pause the video and continue your Shavasana. If you feel ready, you can introduce some movement into your fingers and your toes. Make that into shoulder rolls, or it can be shoulder rolls, and then hand rolls, rolling your wrists and your feet. Giving yourself a great big stretch. And then when you feel ready, you can roll to whichever side feels good. And take a moment there. And make your way back to seated. Keeping your eyes closed or having a soft gaze. noticing what your experience is now, how you're feeling physically, emotionally, energetically. Maybe during your practice, thoughts were coming up. Maybe some words came to you that you can use this week or for however long as you want to use them. If you want to use this for the whole mini series, that would be great. So mine is treat her kind, and as I said, it can be anything: a poem, a mantra, a single word, whatever suits you best. So we'll bring our hands to heart center, bowing our heads. I want to thank you so much for allowing me to assist in your yoga practice. Wherever this life takes you, know that you are seen, you are loved, and you are divine. Take care.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Maple Flavored Yoga.